Page 10, I can hear an echo, which gives me the feeling we got louds and softs in here. So let's see. I look it over, it's 2 pages long, treble bass clef, 2 sharps in the key signature. This is in the key of D major. So if you're doing scales, do the scale for D major. And if you're doing minor scales, do the scale for B minor, because it has 2 sharps in it. 4/4 time signature. Let's check one hand at a time here. Notes and fingering and rhythm and all that. Right hand, 1. Remember, all the F's and all the C's are sharped automatically. That's why I'm playing F sharps. Follow their fingering, it's pretty good. Okay, now, third line down, second measure. Now they've got this. They want 5. And that's got to be an error. There's no reason for 5 there. If anything, you'd use 4. Because that's where you are. However, I'm going to suggest you put thumb on the half note. Come under. Can you reach that? You'll relax. Your thumb will do it. Because by putting the thumb on it, I'm closer up here where I want to go. I'm using 4th finger on those. And then you have to lift up and come down. And for the last line on page 10, rather than 4, because I got to come up here for the next measure, I'm going to reach up and use 2. That puts me closer to where I want to go. Here, because I'm here rather than here. The hand is closer, is what I'm after. And here, you can use little finger for the second one, because this way I'm closer, because I need the same fingering I was using before. Here. And then for the top of page 11, I do a 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm just moving a little bit. Because the tendency on something like this, you use the same fingers. Or whatever, it's be the same fingers on both. I don't do it that way. I don't want to move my hand around any more than I have to. So I kind of spread out a little bit. 1, 2, and then I just move a little bit to 3, 5. I've only moved a little bit. Here. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Now the last line on page 11. We're here. Going back and forth. Oh boy, this is fun. Is there anything that can help me? Well, they don't give a fingering for the top one. Usually we would use the same fingering. You don't have to. You could use 4. Because you're not moving quite as far with 4 than with 3. You got to go further with 3. 5, 3, 2 is a little tricky because you got to aim the little finger. But if you can do that, then 5 is probably the best choice because now you're moving the least. I'm just moving a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave that up to you and your teacher. But on the last couple measures, here, put a thumb on that D so you can ready for the A. You can reach it. So however you finger that, I don't care, but put a thumb on the D for the next to the last measure. Here. I mean, you can go there. You'll figure it out. Left hand, let's see what it's up to. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. See that they need the natural sign in the second measure because it would be a C sharp otherwise because it's in the key signature. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Thumb. Reach up. Connect this if you can. This is neat. So much for the left hand. Now, the bottom of page 11, look out, because you're here. And then you come up. If you would like, for the last line on page 11, you can use a 5-2, and then a 5-1, and then a 5-2. I generally do when I do that. I use the 5-2. Thumb doesn't have to do it all. But you can use thumb on them if you want to. Then we put it together slowly, and I'll hesitate. That's okay right now. Thumb in the left hand. Yeah. Now then the third line down here. left hand's tied. Left hand's tied. Yeah. And then the last line on page 11, you're here. So get the hands together, then I'll go back over it just a few measures at a time, and I'll get rid of any hesitations. It needs to be a steady beat from start to finish. After I do that, then I add the articulation. That's the slurs and staccatos, the phrasing here. Lift up. Quick taking a breath. The left hand connect it. The second line, I'm lifting up here for the phrase, I'm connecting the left hand. Lift up, connect the left hand. And you got staccatos there, top page 11. We've had that before. Now, look at the top of page 11 and the first couple measures. In the right hand, the upper staff, you have two different curved lines set. There's a curved line above the notes and another curved line under. This is an excellent example of giving two different articulations at the same time. The top curved line is telling you the phrase. That's what they've been doing throughout. So that's all one sentence, one phrase, one thought. The bottom curved line is telling you more like slurs and staccato, because you can have slurs and staccatos inside a phrase. That's why I say there's a difference between a slur and a phrase. On the curved line, is it a slur or a phrase or both? A slur, you connect the notes within the slur. You may or may not connect the notes between them. Here they put in staccatos, you have to. A phrase, you lift up before and after the phrase in most cases, but you may not always connect the notes within a phrase. And this is an example. We have staccatos in here. So that's an example of two different articulations at the same time. So add in the slurs and staccatos and things, and then the dynamics. MP at the beginning, mezzo piano, sort of soft, and that's the melody, the right hand. This left hand needs to be very soft, very light. And then in the third line down, they give you another MP. You're already in P, but the point is they're being clear, because this is where the echo comes in. One measures at moderately soft and the other measures at very soft, and you're going back and forth. So they give you an MP to make sure you got it there. The moderately soft, the left hand's just out of the way, huh? Very soft, like the left hand was doing. The left hand, though, has had time to die away even more. Yeah. That's where that's going. Same thing at the bottom of page 11. It's moderately soft, very soft. Very soft. And then the speed. Legato e dolce. Well, legato, that's telling you, that's articulation. That's telling you to connect it. Smooth and connected. Piano can't do smooth, but we can connect the notes. Dolce is sweetly. That's not a speed either, it's a mood. But a lot of times in music, they don't tell you the speed, they give you the mood of the piece, and you get to decide how fast you want to be that mood. Whatever, I don't know. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose. the last two measures, there's a retardando there where you slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, And however much you've slowed down, that's how fast the last measure is going to go. 1. So it'll last, well, it has a fermata, so you just hang on to what feels right. Now, once you can play this okay slowly with no hesitations, let's play it together and check you have the correct notes and rhythms. I'm not doing dynamics. We're not doing laws and sauce. We're not performing it. We're just checking notes and rhythms. I'll lift up for the phrasing, though, on the right hand, and I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, off.